Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of United We Invest TV. I'm Art Morrison III, and we're standing in front of 722 North 11th Street in Wilmington, North Carolina for our 722 North 11th Street project. I'm going to show you the front, which is sort of already over with. You get it, right? Inside, and then we'll head to the backyard. Follow me. So what you probably noticed from the beginning is that the front of the property didn't look too bad, but the siding is actually masking a lot of issues with the house that we need to repair, fix some siding on the front sides and rear to bring it up to our standard of what we want our properties to look like at the end. All right, so when you walk into the house, the first thing you'll notice is to the right, you have a pretty spacious living area with a cool fireplace. Pretty sure this is still functional, so we're definitely gonna want to implement that in our final design. But right off of that living area is then this massive, I guess, dining area. I don't even know what to call it. And we toyed with the idea of sort of restructuring the layout of the house, but unfortunately we didn't have the budget to do so. So we're gonna leave it exactly how it is and just try to make sure that the bedrooms and the kitchen play off of the living area to maximize functionality of the property. Let's head back to where we came in. So in here is bedroom number one. I'm not totally against the size of this bedroom. Decent size. It's a little thin, kind of low. So what we're gonna do actually is get rid of these two closets to give more space here. And then this big bump in the bedroom is actually a closet, a linen closet for the hallway. So we're gonna get rid of this and then build a new closet that is the length of this wall, making the bedroom more square, more symmetrical, and ultimately more functional. In here, if you didn't believe me, this is the closet that's actually taking away from that bedroom. We can't restructure everything we want to, but there's a lot that we can to maximize functionality and feng shui of the property. So here's bathroom number one, very simple bathroom. What you see is what you get. We're gonna be able to increase the size of this bathroom from getting rid of that closet. You can see the big bump coming out. That's gonna allow us to have a larger vanity, so the vanity and the toilet aren't so crammed together. And as you can see, basic shower here, all gonna be a complete gut and redo of the current bathrooms. All right, I don't know how to turn the light on in here, but you can see this is a fairly small bedroom that oddly has a master bathroom off of it. This bathroom is of a decent size, has a full tub, larger vanity. It's actually, even though it's a weird shape, it's actually bigger than the other bathroom. So here's the kitchen. Again, this property is not that big, just under 1,000 square feet. It's not a massive property to be able to do too much, but again, we want to maximize functionality. So if you come on in the kitchen, you can see that, there's not much room to change the layout. So we're gonna look to get rid of this soffit. You can tell it's hollow. We're gonna look to relocate the hot water heater or go with a tankless hot water heater and restructure the way the kitchen is. Like right here, this is like, you have the countertop blocking the window. So the kitchen is also going to be a complete gut. You can even feel it leaning a little bit this way. So we're going to be repairing that and just changing the feel of the kitchen while not altering the size of the kitchen. So the washer and dryer is making this whole kitchen and back porch area feel more cluttered than it really is. We're obviously going to relocate these somewhere else, but this wall here is where we're going to relocate the entrance into that bathroom. So that way that bathroom is not the master bathroom connected to the smallest bedroom in the house. And that's going to kind of change the dynamic of this area once we get rid of these weird cabinets and washer and dryer. And now you're gonna have access to the backyard, and right off the backyard, you're gonna have access to a bathroom that's directly off the kitchen, which is kind of common in most old houses. Last but not least, let's see what we got working in the backyard. Okay, so the backyard is what you see, what you get. It's not big, but what I do love is if you look in both neighbors' yards, you can see it's just a small area where you can sit, barbecue with family, congregate, etc. Something about a small yard is always a little bit attractive because there's not a lot of landscape and maintenance, not just for us as flippers, but even for the ultimate owner who has a little bit less to maintain than someone who has a massive yard. All right, so for the outside, you can see these ugly awnings. Obviously, we're gonna be getting rid of those and doing a lot of work to the siding and vinyl just to make the house feel newer from the outside. Now, it's funny because it's raining today, so the awnings are actually doing what they're supposed to do and making sure water doesn't affect the windows and your siding and keeps you dry when you're walking down the path. But unfortunately, we hate the way they look and we're gonna be getting rid of them anyway. All right, so here we are at the end of our tour. It did start raining while we were doing our tour, so we're gonna wrap this up quickly. You guys know this is part one. Part two, once I snap my fingers, this product is gonna be, it's not a real snap of the fingers, but for the video, when I snap my fingers, this project is gonna be complete and you're gonna see all the work that I just said done and what it looks like. And let's see if we were able to properly execute everything that I hope we're able to execute within budget. That's it. I'll see you guys at the finished product. What's up, United Home Relief family? Art Morrison III here, and welcome back to another episode of United We Invest TV. I'm standing here at 722 North 11th Street in Wilmington, North Carolina, where behind me is one of our completed projects. It seems like it took us forever to complete this project, but I'm super excited about the turnout. First things first, let's talk about the outside. We wanted to use a color that popped on this street. We noticed that there were no greenhouses, and we actually never done a deep greenhouse like this one. Here you have it, greenhouse, yellow door. It stands out on the street. For anybody who's looking for a home, you can't miss this one. For the bottom foundation and all the trim, we went with white to make the green and the yellow pop even more. So I love the way the outside came out. Let's check out the inside. Okay, so when we come into the house, the first thing you notice is the rustic floors throughout. I always wanted to use this kind of flooring, but I couldn't find the house or the vibe that would fit. And this one, just for some reason, felt like this kind of floor would fit perfectly throughout the entire house. One of the main reasons I was comfortable using this floor is because of the fireplace. It gave that old feel. We got a nice, sturdy, gorgeous looking fireplace that's actually a gas fireplace. We've actually never used this fireplace, but I'm sure it works. Headed into the next room is the dining room. Now, when the dining room and the living room is separate like that, a lot of times we like to open it up, but this house already felt open, so we didn't have to do much in this area except paint. What we did do was open up the kitchen. Now, I'm not sure if you guys remembered the kitchen in the first place, but there was only a door here, a wall covering this. There was actually a chimney that we removed. So I'm really excited about how this turned out, because this actually is the focal point of the entire property's renovation. So here inside the kitchen where you're standing, you would not even be able to see me. This whole area was just so tight. I think they had the fridge here and it was just an absolute mess. But what we were able to do is pop in a smaller window above the sink and wrap the entire kitchen in this beautiful quartz countertop with white shaker cabinets and black fixtures, as well as stainless steel appliances. What's even cooler is that where you're standing, not only can you see into the kitchen, but you can also commune with the kitchen, because we have this bar where you can put stools with the pendant lights. You can do work, eat, or just watch your loved one as they cook, prepare food, do dishes, whatever. Let's check out the bedrooms. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. We had no idea what to do with the bedrooms because the size was small, the layout was weird. And in order for us to fix that, we would have to take away from that beautiful, spacious living and dining room area that I just showed you guys. So what we decided to do was simply swap the doors, paint doors that could be repaired, give it some fresh paint, and finish the bathroom and turn it into a full bath. I'm gonna be honest, I buy so many houses that I kind of forget if this was a full or a half bath, but whatever it was, we completely renovated it into a full bath with a full shower with plenty of size. This is a nice size shower for a master bedroom. Now, the only thing that has me hesitant in calling this the master bedroom is because the other bedroom might be slightly bigger. Let's check it out. Another bedroom with a weird layout, kind of thin, shotgun style, but also every time I flip a house, I feel like the rooms are smaller than they actually are. And then when furniture's in here, I'm like, oh wow, a king size fits in there. So I could be completely wrong. But what I am satisfied with is the closet space in this room. 1, 2 closets, and I love when there's a window overlooking the front of your house. That gives me the true feel of a master bedroom. But again, the size of this, the window in the front, but with no master bathroom, makes me struggle to call this truly your master bedroom. Now let's check out the community bathroom. Now, I don't know if community bathroom is the right way to call the bathroom that everybody uses, but so again, we have another full shower here, very spacious, very simple bathroom, toilet, vanity. Unfortunately, because of the structure of the house, it's kind of small. I love the high ceilings, but as it pertains to this way, it wasn't the biggest layout, so we did what we could. But I love how clean this property came out. I love how clean each bathroom came out. Everything is simple and leaves a lot of room for the buyer to be able to ultimately customize the home how they see fit. Now, along with the stainless steel appliances, we were able to add a washer dryer combo on your way to the backyard. Let's see. So this little section, if you remember, was like a dungeon going into the backyard. It got dark, it was ugly paneling, and it was honestly just going from a nasty kitchen to an even nastier foyer, or whatever you call this, into the backyard. But we were able to transform this with just a little bit of paint and new lighting and put a washer dryer combo here. So now this house has everything you need to make it your home. The only thing left for us to see is the backyard. Absolutely love this backyard. We were able to match this shed with the rest of the house with that beautiful green and yellow door that pops. This backyard, if cleaned up just a little bit, it was way worse, trust me. But after a nice cleanup, this could be a perfect backyard with some pavers for the buyer to turn this into an area that they could have family over, barbecue, and overall just enjoy their new property. All in all, I think this property turned out perfectly. We were tight on budget to transform it into what you see. A lot of the budget, unfortunately, went into the kitchen, as well as tiling the bathrooms and things of that nature. But we've been getting a lot of traffic on showings for this property. It is not yet under contract, but I'll be sure to let you guys know when it sells, because in my opinion, this home is perfect for a first-time home buyer or someone looking to start a family. One thing that sets us apart from most fix and flip shows is we try to implement realistic flips with realistic budget. We're not able to just put everything we want in every single house and do everything we want in every single house, because the whole goal of flipping houses is to make money. So on this one, I thought this was a great opportunity to share with you guys what we call a middle grade flip, where we literally had to save as much money as possible in order to make this profitable and continue our business going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I'm Art Morrison III, and I'll see you on the next episode of United We Invest TV. Peace.